I know some people are going to say, you're asking for too much. That can't happen. That ain't going to happen and stuff like that. Before you tell me that I'm asking for too much, listen to this video. Listen to everything that I have got to say. Hello guys. This video is meant to talk about every football player that I want my football club, the Arsenal, to sign in this summer transfer window. Thankfully so, the summer transfer window has still not gone so far. Arsenal is yet, to make a lot of transfers. I think only Kepa Arrizabalaga has been confirmed, with Zubimendi already coming in. A lot of transfers has not gone down the line at the Emirates Stadium. So there is still a large room to refocus, redirect, repurpose, and take this football club to a meaningful height. So guys, before we continue, do well to subscribe to the channel, turn on your notification, like this content. Football's our thing. Football is what we live in and breathe in. We will always be bringing you loads of content from the Arsenal and the Premier League at large. So let's get onto what we're talking about. The players that I want my team to sign this summer transfer window, and I'm going to call them one after the other, 5 players that I feel that if Arsenal gets to acquire these players, they can level up the squad so highly that Arsenal can be at the forefront to challenge for any type of competition. And when I mean any type of competition, I mean the Champions League, going past the European heavyweights, in the quarterfinals, the semi-finals, and down to the finals, and probably and possibly winning the Champions League. And these are players that are going if they come to Arsenal, they will be able to take Arsenal to that place, that finishing line, get Arsenal cross over that finishing line, winning your last 10 games of the season, and going ahead of your rivals to win the Premier League. Let me talk about this. There are some players that I will be striking out, and I'm very, very serious when I talk about players like Nogard, players like Eberechi Eze. For me personally, they are not the players that are going to come into the Arsenal squad to level up Arsenal. Guys, let's be real. Eberechi is a quality player, good player. I like him. But trust me, the best team that suits this guy, the best effect he's going to have in the team is a team like a Tottenham Hotspur or a Manchester United. And I'm going to tell you my reasons. I'm going to give you my reasons. Arsenal, where Arsenal are right now, in the last 3 years, where you are right now, you're finishing 2 points, 3 points behind Manchester City. You're getting kicked out from the Champions League in the quarterfinals and semifinals by Bayern Munich and PSG, possibly Barcelona. You never know. So it's just a thin line. Arsenal at that point where they just need an upgrade, someone who is going to come into the team and take the club from where it is right now to the next level and level up the team. Not a player that's just only going to come and replace a player. Arsenal needs to strengthen and not to replace. And people are getting that very wrong. Eberechi Eze, if he comes to Arsenal right now, is only coming, to equate the left wing. He's only going to do just a little better than Martinelli in the goal scoring, realm. When you talk about things like work input, when you talk about work rate and all of that, he cannot do what Martinelli is doing for the team when in terms of work rate. Goal threat, yes, absolutely he's going to do that. And I like that. He's going to do better than Martinelli. I absolutely understand that. But the question is Eberechi Eze that is the player that's going to come into the Arsenal squad and, they kind of level up the team to go against the European giants, the Real Madrids, PSGs, Bayern Munich, Barcelona's. Is he the player that's going to come? Like, if my team is walking out on the pitch against those teams, I'll be confident that my left wing attack is sorted. No. Premier League is going to be really classy. He's going to play good football in the Premier League and all of that. He's used to the league, everything. Fine, I understand that. But when you talk about the end of the season, getting over the line, winning your last 10 games, beating Real Madrid, beating Barcelona, beating Bayern. He doesn't have that capacity, to be fair. And this is why I'm going to say, Nogard. Oh my days, don't tell me about Nogard. That is a bloody mistake by Mika. I don't care what kind of statistics Nogard has. Nogard is not supposed to be, and he doesn't, he's not even supposed to be thought of to come into the Arsenal squad. You know what I mean? I've said this before in the last video I made. I've said this before, and I said Christian Nogard is not a player for me that come April, Martin Zubimendi goes out injured due to fatigue, and I have 10 games in the Premier League I need to win. I'm being chased by a Liverpool, 1 point either behind or above Liverpool. 10 games left, and I need to win my 10 games to be sure of winning the Premier League, and I have to depend on Christian Nogard. That's not for me. That's not happening. That's bottling again. And I keep on saying this. To be fair, if those players, if those crop of players go to a Tottenham Hotspur in Manchester United, trust me, it's a more sensible transfer, because they're really going to level up the team. It's almost an assurance. Of course, there's never an assurance in the Premier League anyways, but they can, challenge for the top 4 comfortably, if not comfortably get it. If those crop of players, the Brian Mbeumo, Nogard, Eberechi, Kudus, these players go to this team, they level them up. That's where they are right now. But to be fair, 3 years, and I have been knocked out by Bayern Munich and PSG from the very latter stages of the Champions League. I can't stand that no more. If you want to get past these guys, then you need to do something. Who are these players? Let's get to number 1 of these players. Bring me Rafinha. This brother, Rafinha, played for Leeds United, Sporting CP, Victoria Guimaraes. This guy's had some career, like he's traveled some, he's traveled. He's had experience. 28 years old. Rafinha is a bowler, a current Ballon d'Or contender. Remember very well, Arsenal were really, really in to sign him the year he went to sign for Barcelona. That was 2-3 seasons ago when he signed for Barcelona. He had to choose Barcelona ahead of Arsenal. Arsenal were very, very much in the race to sign him, but he chose Barcelona. So tell me now, why can't Arsenal go to buy an experienced player? He's a totally experienced player. His age, for me, is perfect to come into the team and help the boys build and carry the boys and cross the line. He comfortably score goals. Goal banger, a serious threat on the left wing. He is going to create a lot. It's going to be a force, work rate perfect, going forward perfect, goals, penalties, everything. His link-ups, everything. This guy is a beautiful footballer. For me, either one, if Nico Williams is to go to Barcelona, pick Rafinha. I would prefer Rafinha. Seriously, I know business-wise, Nico Williams, yeah. But if I have 2 of them, I'll go for Rafinha. Because if I get that season he had last season, if I get 2 of it from him, that will be either the Premier League or the Champions League. And I mean it. I absolutely mean it. So Rafinha for me, or a Nico Williams. One of these 2. But I would prefer a Rafinha. So, and I hope, so it says so, I hope that Barcelona closes the deal for a Nico Williams. Arsenal have to go for this guy. Number 2, Yamal Musiala. I have been saying this all year. I need somebody, another offensive midfielder. And if you're talking about an offensive midfielder that, this guy got balls. When I watch him anytime, he reminds me of a certain former Arsenal player, Andrea Shavin. This guy balls so much that he is never scared to take on the goalkeeper from any length of the pitch. He is a bowler. He holds the ball, he carries the ball, his drive, the way he drives the ball, the way he carries the ball and dribble past in the midfield comfortably, you never take the ball off him. And when he gets a little space, oh my word, the goalkeeper is definitely going to respond to his questions. He currently has a release clause of 140 million euros. That is it's quoted as highest market value. So when you see something like highest market value, you know very well that this is a player that 80 mil can comfortably carry. Bayern Munich will gladly give him out for 80 million. These guys come up, and to know that this guy was at Chelsea as a kid. Like, he left Chelsea, played at Southampton Academy, Chelsea Academy before leaving Chelsea for 200 grand, just 200 grand to Bayern Munich. He started Bayern Munich at the under 17, under 19, and down when he made his debut at the senior level in the Bayern Munich first team. This guy is a guy where when he comes to the Arsenal team, Martin Odegaard will have sleepless nights. For you guys who criticize Martin Odegaard, I've never criticized him. I think he's doing his job. But for you guys who criticize him, this guy is a perfect guy that's going to come and make a competition, a serious competition for Martin Odegaard. If you want to, get that squad. And I'm not asking for too much again. I'm not asking for too much. I have seen Man City squad having Gundogan on the bench, Foden on the bench, when Grealish on the bench. And I'm not talking about last season. I'm talking about the season when they were winning everything. I'm seeing Liverpool team, a Liverpool team that's having Jota on the bench, Gakpo on the bench. When Diaz is playing, Nunes is playing, and all these guys are coming. Imagine these guys warming up the line when the score is the score line is already 3-0 to Liverpool. I'm not asking for too much. Why can't Arsenal have that? I talked about Rafinha early. Rafinha has a highest market value of 90 million euros, which means 60 million euros can actually take Rafinha off Barcelona. I'm talking about 60 million euros and 80 million euros. That's 120 million euros. But then let me continue from here first of all. Next player, Vitinha. Oh my word. To know that this guy's market value is same around 60 million. That's his market value. I know people easily say these guys are not going to leave these clubs. Yeah, they are committed to their clubs, their current clubs, they can't leave and all of that. Look, let me tell you something. I have seen everything in football. I have seen Fernando Torres walking straight from the training pitch at Anfield to Chelsea. I have seen Robin van Persie walking from Arsenal to United. I've seen Alexis Sanchez. I have seen players. Name all them big players. They have traveled across the borders and come to the UK to play football. Don't chat to me that this guy, and currently these players know very well that these football owners, you can see the case happening between Gyökeres and the club owners. These guys, they're out for just business, and the players now know. There's no more love story, no more emotions. It's only business. These current players, the good thing about them is they are out to explore. They actually want to explore. If you give them that opportunity to explore, they will come out to explore. So what's man telling me? Go for these players, and trust me, all you just need to do, they know very well that there's money in the UK. They know very well that aside the Saudi League, the surest place they can go and earn good money is in the UK, where you are going to be playing football at the highest level, in front of the largest crowds. Your popularity, you'll be earning your money, your popularity skyrockets and everything. They know that very well. Vitinha, Musiala, Rafinha. That's three, and the last two of them, the two strikers. I know people are talking about Gyökeres or Benjamin Sesko. Bring the both of them for me. Bring them two for me. I've seen Alvarez and Haaland in same team. I've seen Tevez, you know what I mean? I've seen Berbatov, Tevez, and what's his name at United then? What's his, I've seen two serious strikers. I've seen Higuain and oh my god, I don't know why I'm forgetting these guys. I have seen quality strikers. Look at the Inter Milan. Three strikers. Three quality strikers. And they went to the Champions League final. They were able to score 7 past Barcelona. If you want to be there, you have to do what will take you there. 5 players. Give me these 5 players and trust me. And what's the market value in total for all these players? I said, Rafinha, you can get him for 60 million. I said, Musiala, you can get him for 80 million. It's 120. Vitinha is only 60 million as well. That's what? 180. And then you got these 2 guys going for 130 or 120. Like, that's 300 mil. Maximum 320 million euros. You're talking about 280, 290 million pounds. That's what it's going to cost. That's exactly the money Manchester City has spent. Even with all their FFP charges and everything, they have spent 280 million. I did the analysis in one of the previous videos down there. Look at them, and you're going to see every player's Manchester City signed from between January and now. 280 million pounds. Arsenal are in a better position to do that. Why can't we? I don't get it. I'm not the guy that an Eberechi Eze signing is going to make me sit up. Yeah, I can only be happy for him. I cannot be happy for myself. I've watched this Arsenal squad or this Arsenal Football Club play football for 20 years now, and I can tell you point blank that an Eberechi Eze signing cannot come into the squad and make me happy. And because I know in the end, I know where we're going to end. Absolutely. Take that or leave it. These players Mikel Arteta is signing currently are a huge mistake. And they are players that are not just going to make Arsenal remain stagnant, but are likely going to make us go backward. And you can't afford to compete for 3 consecutive seasons, finishing second, and then you start retarding. That would be horrendous. So as you can see, these are my 5 players. Put them out there. Share this video. You know what I mean? In fact, make this video reach Mikel Arteta. I want him to watch this video. You cannot assume. Do not assume. Go out there, make inquiries for this player. Put out the bids. Put out the bids. Show your interest. Go back for Rafinha. Rafinha knows you've been targeting him. Go for Musiala. Go for Vitinha. Go and pay the monies for Gyökeres and this man. 60, 70 million. Go and get them. Spend 280 mil, and trust me, you sit me up. In fact, not just sit me up, you have me dancing. So guys, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like this content. You know what I mean? Turn on your notification. We will be back. We're coming back with a lot of contents for you. As a matter of fact, if you're a Premier League football lover, we have a lot of content for you. Manchester United fans, Chelsea fans, Liverpool fans. Even if you're a La Liga fan, Real Madrid or Barcelona, who are you? We have content for you on this channel. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, turn on your notification, and like this content. And I'll see you lot soon.